So nothing simple with a British bike. I've dropped the suspension units to give me spanner space to get the sealed brake light unit off. There you go, you can see it. And the BSA simply connected with no disconnect on the Loom, the rear light assembly. So theme here, nothing straightforward on a British bike, is there? Look at that, historical repair. Granted, I've picked off the insulating tape that joined these, yeah, and I've fitted a grommet because, as you can see with that top hole there, although that's a bolt hole, this was the main hole drilled for the electrical Loom for the rear light assembly to come through, and I didn't think it was a good idea having a bare metal against potentially live wires, so I fitted a grommet. But yeah, it slowed me down somewhat, but you've got to get used to it with British bikes, haven't you? But it seems silly that something that's so enclosed would be so rigidly attached. I don't like standard crimp connectors. I do make an exception when they've got the heat shrink integrated within the crimp, which makes them marginally better. But the problem is, of course, that the cable keeps getting shorter and shorter and shorter the more you open them up. And I'm not decided what's going to happen to the 59 BSA long term, but certainly if I've got a collection of SuperSeal connectors, it makes sense to use them. SuperSeal connector, they're a crimped connector, but they have a 2-way, 3-way, 4-way connectors. I use them on all my Loom building, but it allows quick, safe, waterproof connection and quick release from the Loom, from the rear tail. Okay, so there's the first part done. I repaired the legacy wiring that had literally a twisted and insulated join about here, rethreaded it through the hoop clips that are built into the mudguard, put some heat shrink on, changed the horrible extended cables to the original colours. They're slightly overspec'd with their ampage, and there you can see the red heat shrink, and you can see what is the beginning of the male SuperSeal connector, meaning that if I've ever got to remove this light attachment again, it's simply a case of unplugging this waterproof seal. So there we go. I don't know whether you can see it, but that's a SuperSeal connector that snap clips onto the light fitting, enabling, should I ever need to go in here again, a simple quick release. 10-minute job, but done correctly. There we go, finished job. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, took me an hour to do it, but you know, it'll save a job next time, won't it? And the wire's getting incredibly shorter. 1959 BSA, one step closer to going on the road.